Okay, if you're a creator, you know this struggle all too well. You need sharp, professional illustrations for your website, your socials, your Notion templates, you name it. But you're always stuck between two bad options, right? Either you're paying a ton every single month for a giant library, or you're trying to cobble together freebies that just look kind of inconsistent and cheap. So what if there was a third way? Let's dive into a product that claims it's the design hack we've all been waiting for. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll dig into that creator's dilemma. Then, we'll introduce this new contender, Notioly. After that, we're going to put it through its paces, get our hands dirty, and test the quality. And finally, we'll give you the verdict. Is it actually worth it? So let's get started with the problem that drives so many of us crazy. Okay, let's kick things off with that core problem. A frustration that, let's be honest, so many of us in the creative world face just about every single day. Does this sound familiar? You need that one perfect illustration for a landing page. So what do? Do you lock yourself into a subscription that's going to cost you, what, over $200 a year? Or do you go down the rabbit hole of free sites, waste an hour, and end up with something that just clashes with your entire brand? It's this awful choice between your bank account and your brand's integrity. I mean, the two paths couldn't be more different. On one side, you've got the subscription giants. They offer this huge treasure chest of millions of assets. But man, that recurring fee just keeps hitting your account. On the other side, you've got this chaotic garage sale of free assets. Sure, you save money, but you risk your whole project looking cheap and thrown together. It's quantity versus quality, and neither one feels like a real win. Okay, so this is exactly where a product like Notioly steps into the ring. It's proposing a third way, a beautifully curated library of assets, all for one single price tag. So what is Notioly exactly? Well, think of it as a hand-picked library of over 500 illustrations, all done in that clean, minimalist, hand-drawn style that Notion made famous. But here's the absolute game changer. You get lifetime access to the whole collection and all future updates for a single, one-time payment. No more monthly fees slowly draining your budget. And getting your hands on it is so refreshingly simple. There's no clunky software to install or anything like that. You just get a direct zip file. You open it up, and everything is neatly organized into folders by category. Business, technology, people. It seriously doesn't feel like you're buying software. It feels like an artist just handed you their personal, carefully organized portfolio. And this quote just hits the nail on the head, right? This isn't your standard, soulless, corporate stock art. The style has personality. It's got that faceless, abstract vibe that feels modern and elegant, and honestly, just more human. It's perfect for today's SaaS landing pages, pitch decks, and obviously, Notion templates. Okay, but talk is cheap, right? Does the quality actually hold up to the hype? Let's find out. We're going to do a deep dive into the technical details and even run a real-world test to see if these illustrations are as good as they sound. Now, here is the secret sauce. This is the detail that changes everything. With free assets, you might grab one illustration with thick, bold lines and another with really thin, delicate lines. You put them together and it just looks off, you know what I mean? Notioly solves this. Every single one of its 500+ illustrations has the exact same line thickness. That means you can mix and match any of them and they'll always look like they belong together. It's how you build a pro-level, cohesive brand. And listen, this isn't one of those lifetime deals where the developer just disappears. This library is alive and kicking. It started with around 200 assets, and it's already grown to over 500. And the best part, your one-time purchase includes all the future updates. So the value of your little investment is just going to keep going up over time. All right, for you tech heads out there, let's get into the nitty-gritty. These are true SVG vector files, which means you can blow them up to the size of a billboard with zero loss in quality. They play nicely with all the tools you're already using. Canva, Figma, Illustrator, you name it. And this is huge. You get a broad commercial license. You can use these in unlimited projects for yourself or for clients, even in templates that you sell. Okay, so that all sounds great on paper, but let's run a practical, real-world test. Can someone who is not a professional designer grab one of these illustrations and easily tweak it to match a specific brand? Let's find out. So here's the plan. It's 4 simple steps. First, we grab the remote work illustration. Second, we upload that SVG right into Canva, a tool tons of us use every day. Third, we're going to click on the person's shirt and change the color to a specific brand orange. And fourth, just for kicks, we're going to see if we can select the little cat and delete it just to make the image feel a bit more corporate. And the result? Bam, done. in less than a minute. The file didn't break, the color swapped perfectly, and the image stayed razor sharp. This proves it. The files are clean, they're properly layered, and they're fully editable, even if you're not a design pro. Okay, so we've established the quality is solid and it's super easy to use. Now for the big one. Let's talk about the bottom line. Let's talk money. Does this deal actually make financial sense? So, what's the damage? How much for this whole library for life? $29. That's it. One single payment, and this entire collection is yours to keep forever. Now, just to put that number into perspective, let's look at a competitor. A subscription for similar vector assets from a service like Icons8 is going to run you about $20 a month. That adds up to over $250 a year. I mean, the math here it's just wild. You are saving over $220 in the first year alone. In fact, you basically make your money back on Notioly in about 6 weeks compared to paying for a monthly subscription. It's kind of crazy. And this table breaks down the trade-offs perfectly. Look, is a service like Icons8 going to have a bigger library and more styles? For sure. They've got millions of assets. They have fancy search plugins. But Notioly wins hands down on cost and, most importantly, on that style consistency. It's not trying to be everything for everyone. It's trying to be the absolute best at one specific super popular style. So you might be asking, is this for me? Well, let's break it down. It's a slam dunk for Notion creators. One template sale could literally pay for the entire library. It's amazing for solopreneurs who want that premium, cohesive look without hiring an illustrator. And it's perfect for agencies that need a go-to, modern, professional style for client work. Alrighty, let's be real for a second. Nothing's perfect. So the pros, they're obvious. No more monthly fees, and that perfect stroke consistency is a designer's dream. The cons are also clear. The library is way smaller than the giants. And yeah, you have to browse through folders manually. If you need a million different styles or 3D renders, this just isn't for you. So what's the bottom line here? The final verdict? If you are looking for a dedicated, forever library of illustrations in this clean, minimalist style, then yeah, Notioly is an absolute no-brainer. It picks quality over quantity and delivers insane value by killing a recurring subscription with one super affordable purchase. So really, it all boils down to this one simple question. When you think about it, a permanent, growing library of high-quality, consistent art that will make your brand look amazing for years. Is that worth the price of a single lunch out? I'll let you think about that one.